Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. Messiah Christ bless. I'm Captain Gad. You are tuned in to IUIC Diva in the Classroom. To my left,
Officer Dunn.
to my right,
Officer Nahasa.
all praise. So today's class is called Keep Thy Daughter Inward. Keep Thy Daughter Inward. Let's start off with Sirach 17:1. Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 17 and verse 1.
Come on.
The Lord created man of the earth and turned him into it again. He gave them few days and a short time, and power.
And what?
And power.
Come on.
Also over the things therein.
The Most High gave us few days. 80 to 8. What's the average lifespan of 80 days?
Around there about 80 years.
80 years?
80 years.
The Lord said that's short. That's a few days that he gave us to live on his earth. Read that again.
He gave them few days and a short time,
Short time. Go ahead.
and power also over the things therein.
Go ahead.
He endued them with strength by themselves and made them according to his image,
Go ahead.
and put the fear of man upon all flesh, and gave him dominion over beasts and fowls. They received the use of 5 operations of the Lord, and in the 6th place he imparted them understanding, and in the 7th speech, an interpreter of the cogitations thereof,
Read on.
counsel,
Counsel.
and a tongue,
Read.
and and eyes, ears, and a heart gave he them to understand. Withal he filled them with the knowledge of understanding, and shewed them good and evil.
Read.
He set his eyes upon their hearts, that he might shew them the greatness of his works. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding.
Read on.
And the elect,
And the what?
and the elect
Come on.
shall praise his holy name.
The Bible said the elect. Get that real quick. Get the elect. Yep. It says the elect shall praise God's holy name. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 4.
Read.
For Jacob, my servant's
Come
sake,
on.
and Israel, mine elect,
Read.
I have even called thee by thy name.
Go back. He gave them glory in his marvelous acts forever, and the elect shall praise his name. Verse 11, watch this.
The book of Sirach chapter 17 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
And the elect shall praise his holy name.
Watch this.
Besides this,
Now, beside all of this that the Lord gave us, read,
he gave them knowledge
he gave us knowledge.
and the law of life for inheritance.
For what?
For an heritage.
We have an heritage on how we are supposed to train our children, how we're supposed to act
Right.
according to the laws of God. Remember, the class is called Keep Thy Daughter Inward.
Right.
So in doing that, we have been trained a certain way to neglect the heritage of God. In doing so, Sirach 24 and 8. Oh, you got something else? What you going to say?
I was going to go into that good doctrine.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me get that. Proverbs 4. Because we got to keep our daughter inward, out the world. We got to give the doctrine of this Bible here. Read that.
The book of Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 2. For I give you good doctrine.
That's those laws, those statutes and commandments. That's our heritage that we're talked about. The captain is talking about in Sirach chapter 17. Read.
Forsake ye not my law.
Forsake ye not the laws of this Bible. So that's what we got to teach our children. And also go to Deuteronomy. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently
That's going back into these laws again. Read.
until thy children. And,
What shall we teach?
and thou shalt teach them diligently.
That's how to live, how to dress, how to talk, how to be modest, how to love your husband, and on and on. There are a lot of rules, doctrines, and laws that are in this Bible. Read again.
And thou shalt teach them diligently.
We have to teach our children this diligently, daily, often. Read.
Until thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
Because there's many stories in the Bible. If we read in our kids' bedtime stories, those stories should be coming out the Bible. All right.
Hey, that's that scripture is going over a lot of stuff. That means all throughout the day, you making everything a lesson. Even when you go into the grocery store, you making it a lesson. Like, hey, bro, hey, son, you see that sister? What she got on? Is that modest? No, sir. All right. Hey, you see that Halloween stuff? Do you supposed to celebrate that? No. Hey, that's pork. Do you eat that? No, sir.
Right.
That's you make everything a lesson.
All right. Hey, go to Sirach 24. Go to Sirach chapter 24. Keep thy daughter inward. So we went to Sirach 17. The Lord told us what the heritage was. Sirach 24 and verse 8.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 24 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
So the creator of all things gave me a commandment.
Start at verse 1.
Verse 1. Wisdom shall praise herself and shall glory in the midst of her
So
people.
it's talking about wisdom. Go ahead.
In the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth and triumph before his power.
Talking about wisdom. Go back to verse 8.
Verse 8.
I'm sorry, read verse 3.
Verse 3. I came out of the mouth of the Most High
Go ahead.
and covered the earth as a cloud.
Verse 8.
Verse 8. So the creator of all things gave me a commandment.
This talk about wisdom. Christ. That's what it's talking about. Read.
And he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob.
Let thy what?
Let thy dwelling be in Jacob.
Let thy dwelling, wisdom, be in Jacob. Go ahead.
Let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thine inheritance.
Thine what?
Thine inheritance in Israel.
God gave Christ a commandment to dwell in Jacob. The inheritance. Let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thine inheritance in Israel. Read on.
Verse 9. He created me from the beginning, before the world, and I shall never fall. Fail. In the holy tabernacle, I served before him, and so was I established in Zion. Likewise, in the beloved city, he gave me rest, and in Jerusalem was my power.
In Jerusalem was your power. What other verse you at?
Verse 11.
Go ahead.
And I took root in an honorable people.
The honorable people is the Israelites. Well, we supposed to be honorable. In today's time, we ain't honorable. We have become a degenerate plant. We ain't honorable in this day's time. And we're going to go through some stuff today. Let y'all know how dishonorable we really are. Read verse 12 again.
Verse 12. And I took root in an honorable people.
Go ahead.
Even in the portion of the Lord's inheritance.
Of the Lord's inheritance. Get the definition of heritage.
This is Merriam-Webster's definition of heritage.
Go ahead.
Property that descends to an heir.
Property that descends to an heir. Property that descends to an heir. When the Lord said that we are his heritage, we are the Lord's property that was given to Christ. Read on.
Number 2, A. Something transmitted by or acquired from a predecessor.
Something transmitted by or acquired from a predecessor. Who's our predecessor? Christ. So our heritage is the laws, the commandments. This world is our inheritance that was given to us from our predecessor, Christ. Go ahead.
Number 3, something possessed.
Read the synonyms.
Synonyms: legacy,
Go ahead.
inheritance.
Watch B.
B, tradition.
Tradition.
That's heavy.
That's the point right there. Tradition. So when the Lord say, I give you a heritage, we have a tradition that was made perfect
For Israel.
for Israel
Right.
by the knowledge of God. So anything outside of this tradition that the Lord gave us, we're going to become degenerate. We're going to become an inhonorable people. Anything outside of that tradition, anything, customs, holidays, dress code, dietary food, anything, marriage, the way you raise your children, the way you love your brother, the way you deal with your sister, anything outside of what God made perfect is going to fall. It's going to fall.
Right. The craziest thing is you give the regular Israelite the word tradition. The only thing they're going to think about is the tradition that the white man gave them. They would not think about the tradition that comes out of this Bible right now. They would not name one high holy day.
Yeah, their tradition is Christmas.
Right.
Their tradition is giving their daughters condoms.
Right.
Because remember, what we talking about? We talking about daughters today.
Right.
Their tradition, the world's tradition, is teaching daughters how to sin,
Right, exactly.
how to rebel against their father. Because ultimately, that's what daughters do.
Right.
They rebel against their father. Because if they're disrespecting their mother, they're rebelling against who? Their father.
Right.
That's what
Right,
they
Cap.
do.
Right.
Right.
That. Can I get another scripture?
Go
on
ahead,
that?
bro. Go ahead.
Go to Isaiah 5:13.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 13. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity.
So our people are in captivity mentally and physically. Read.
Because they have no knowledge.
We don't have knowledge. That's what we're doing now. We're teaching our people the knowledge of Christ. All right, to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, to come back into our heritage that the Lord gave us. Read.
And their honorable men are
Because
famished.
the Lord say our honorable men are famished. Because that's what we was talking going into earlier, honorable. Our honorable men are famished. And what, read?
And their multitude dried up with thirst.
Because we looking for ways to go, you know, how to advance mentally, you know, and things like that, Cap. So I just wanted to bring that out. So
That's a good script. Get Psalms 119 and 111. Yep, we are famished, bro. The men are famished. The women are weak. Women are out of order. All that turns to the children being out of order.
Right.
119, 111.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 111.
Go ahead.
Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage.
Thy what?
As an heritage.
Thy testimonies have I taken as a heritage, as a tradition, as a way of life. You know, we read the laws, right? Don't eat pork. And a lot of us, that's easy to do. Don't eat pork. That's easy. And for the rest of your life, you will check what?
All the ingredients.
You will check all the damn
You'll
ingredients.
sit there and read every last one of them.
Right, you'll sit at Walmart and read to make
Right.
sure ain't no what's that stuff called? Gelatin.
Gelatin, yep.
Make sure everything you consume
Right.
that you about to spend your money on, you make sure. Now, okay, you know, okay. I see gelatin. Oh, ain't got beef next to it. Put it right back. Don't even think twice about it.
right.
Right.
Don't even give a damn if it look good, is cheap, tastes good. Don't even matter.
Right.
But when we read, thou shalt love thy neighbor like thou love thyself. we don't examine the ingredients on how to love your neighbor.
Right.
That's heavy.
Real. We don't examine that.
We don't examine that.
Right at all.
We don't sit back and say, okay, let me make sure I'm loving my, okay, make sure I don't suffer sin. Okay, make sure I'm forgiving. Make sure I'm not trying to offend.
Right.
Make sure I'm doing this right. We don't sit down and examine the recipe of
Right.
God's commandments, but
Right.
Right.
of most of God's commandments. We won't do that.
Right. Right.
But that's why what David said, read that again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119,
This is what it means. Go ahead.
and verse 111. Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage.
As a heritage, as a tradition. That means you got to meditate on this thing. You got to meditate and say, you know what? I want to make this my life. I want to make the laws of God what was it called?
The apple of my eye.
The apple of my eye.
Right.
I want to make sure my DNA is coated with the words of God.
That's right.
Right.
And that takes time. That takes studying. That takes offenses. That takes correction.
Right.
That takes mistakes. That takes coming back stronger.
Right.
But if you want to become embedded in this word of God, that's what you got to do. Read it again.
Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever. For they are the rejoicing.
They are what?
The rejoicing
Read on.
of my heart.
They are the rejoicing. Are you rejoicing to keep God's commandments?
Right.
Are you absolutely jumping for joy?
A lot of people is grievous.
A lot of people are grievous right now. Hell, it's good. I'm gonna tell you how grievous it is. I'm gonna tell you how grievous it is. People complain that the school ain't open during the week.
Right. Bring it out.
People complain, officer.
All the time.
Oh, I need more things to do. I'm idle. What are you idle as hell? Then the school open up
Right.
and still nobody show up.
Right.
Right.
When all this butter come out
All of it come out. And you know where to be
and
found.
nobody showed up.
Nobody.
Read that part again, soldier.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 112.
Go ahead.
I have inclined mine heart
Read.
to perform thy statutes always,
To perform thy statutes.
even unto the end.
Read the verse, where you was at, about the
Verse
rejoicing.
111.
Yeah.
Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever.
Go ahead.
But they are the rejoicing of my heart.
They are the rejoicing of our heart. That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be happy to keep God's commandments.
Right.
Right. You're
It's
supposed to.
supposed to be great. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to be glad, but yet it seems like it's a burden because
It's a burden.
Because we seeing how the world moving and all that stuff. We want to, that look more fun.
Yep. And you can see it. We spoke about. You can see it.
Right.
In the body, you got the screw face.
Right.
Right.
But you leave the body, and now you in sin, and you are just as happy as all outdoors.
Right.
I know. Right.
You can't stop smiling now that you in sin now.
Right.
All on social media.
Right. In sin.
Happy as hell.
To show that you in sin.
But when you was here,
Right.
everybody says, "Are you good?"
Can't get a smile
Bro,
out.
you
Right.
right. Show your teeth. You gotta. I never had to tell people to show their teeth so much.
Right.
Right.
Until I came into Israel.
Dang.
Show your teeth, bro. Sis, show your teeth.
What's wrong?
I said every Sabbath.
Every
Sister,
Sabbath.
show your teeth. Shalom. Smile. Be happy. The reason why we went into captivity was because what? We didn't do the commandments in joyfulness.
and gladness.
And gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
Right. Right. Envy in the oppressor.
Right.
That's in there. Therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemies.
Right. Dang.
You don't want to be happy? All right, serve your enemy. Serve the white man who gonna rape you, who gonna murder you, who gonna make sure you never get ahead. You know, this white man made sure. Let me tell you how powerful this white man is. Off topic. This white man made sure that the Israelite man and woman would never, ever get ahead. You understand how much power that is? To make sure a sand of the sea number of people never get ahead? sand of the sea.
Right.
It ain't like they can numbers. Okay, I'm gonna make sure. Okay, it's 100,000 of them. I'm gonna make sure none of them niggas get ahead. They like, we don't know how many it is of them, but whatever we do, we set these plans into motion. It don't matter how many of them it is, they'll never get ahead.
Already, it's
That's
fail safe.
powerful.
That's power, man.
Man,
Yeah. Because it don't matter how many weapons they have. If Israel come together, it's over.
It's over. But that lets you know the
Right.
Bible's a real book.
right.
The Bible's a real book. That's why Christ got to come. Joel 3:2. So talk about a heritage. David said, I'm going to take thy testimony for my heritage. Joel 3:2. So we know what our heritage is. Joel 3:2.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat
Go ahead.
and will plead with them there for my people.
Go ahead.
And for my heritage.
My what?
My heritage.
Who's God's heritage?
Israel.
Israel. So God's property is Israel. We are God's property. And God gave a standard on how he wanted his property to conduct themselves. How he wanted, remember, he said we are the best of the best.
Right.
Right.
He chose us over all the nations.
Right.
And he said, because of this, I'm going to give you a law which is perfect. Because y'all are a perfect people. But what happened? Jeremiah 17:4. What happened? What happened?
Lost everything.
We lost everything, bro. And we're gonna get into it today, man. We're gonna go over and we're gonna really see the things we lost.
Right.
Remember, what's the topic? Keep thy daughter inward. We go watch this. Read that, bro. Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
And thou, even thyself,
Talk about Israel. Go ahead.
shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
From thine what?
From thine heritage.
But remember, we just went over what the heritage was. The heritage is the testimonies, the laws of God.
Right.
It's prophesied that all Israel was going to lose that thing. We was going to lose the traditions that God gave us. Read on.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So, remember, we talking about heritage, right?
Right.
God said, y'all going to lose my heritage I gave you, and I'm going to cause you to serve another nation. Meaning what? I'm going to cause you to fall under the heritage of your enemies.
Dang.
I'm going to cause you to fall under the traditions of your enemies, the customs of the people that hate you. We lost a sight on our heritage. Now we function under the heritage of another.
Right.
Is that it, soldier?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
In the land which thou knowest not,
In America,
for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger,
for disobeying our Creator.
which shall burn forever.
Get the first video. If y'all don't get the first video, there's gonna be some stuff y'all gonna hear. You gonna say something also?
No, I'm waiting on the video.
Play that video.
Yeah, I will say, across the board, black women are the lowest in
Stop.
terms of dating and
Stop.
marrying.
I want you to run it back because she said something heavy. I want you to run it back.
She gonna need security off of that right there.
I'm telling you. Play it.
Yeah, I will say, across the board, black women are the lowest.
Pause. She said across the board, black women, and don't get it twisted. You black women are the same as you Hispanic women, the same as you Native American women. You all Israel. All Israelite women.
Right.
All Israelite women. Go ahead.
In terms of dating and marrying. In fact, actually, black women are high in dating because we give up sex the most.
Stop. Y'all hear this?
Dang.
It said black women, the Israelite woman,
Right.
is high in dating because they give up sex the most
The most.
and the easiest to get sex from.
Dang.
That's some heavy stuff, man.
Real
Right.
heavy. High in dating, meaning multiples.
Multiples. That's why by the time they hit 30, they already got 10 partners.
Right. At least.
At least.
You being generous.
Yeah, that is a little generous.
That's generous. That's high school.
Body counts.
She's in high school. Hey, you all knew. Hey, I'm going to tell you, no matter what high school you was at in America, everybody knew that high school whore.
Right.
Everybody knew. Everybody had a high school around the block gal. She'll do it.
Yeah.
Everybody knew what house she was at. Everybody knew if I wanted to get a little something, I could just show up.
Right.
You ain't even got to tell. You know, back then we didn't really have, phones and social media.
Right, yeah.
You knew where she stayed.
Know when her mama gone.
She gonna be in the house. Yeah. Right. She the one throwing the party.
Right.
Well, ain't no other girls there.
Damn.
Ain't no other girls there. It's just her. She's the house party. What they call them?
Favors.
The main event.
Right.
She's the main event.
Yeah. She is the party favorite.
She's the party. Like, dang, where all the women at? Right here.
Right.
Right about that, Cap.
I got you. Run it back. Yep. Go ahead.
In terms of dating and marriage.
Hey, this is some reality for your ass. This is some reality. And it hurt. The truth hurt. But if it hurt that much, let's fix it. You gonna talk about it or you gonna fix it? Because believe it or not, every whore was once a little girl.
Right.
Don't nobody want to talk about that. Every whore was once a little girl.
That's deep though.
See, we like to start at the whole phase.
Right.
But what got her to the whole phase?
Let's go.
Because before the whole phase, she was a little girl. She was mama, dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't even chew her food right.
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 You gotta look, gotta watch her eat, make sure she don't choke to death.
Right.
Who was she before she was a hoe? Go ahead.
In fact, actually, black women are high in dating because we give up sex the most. We're for the streets. We're twerking. We're doing we're doing the most. We dominate rap.
And you know what? And somebody said, oh, but white people twerk too. Hispanic, they twerk too. Asian people. I'm going to tell you, yeah, that's true. They twerk. You got white strippers out there. But you won't ever find white people backing them up. You will never find Chinese people backing up Chinese strippers. You'll never find the culture of other nations denies the. Give me another word.
Their parents don't even back them up.
Give me a good word to say. They're disgrace. Thank you.
Boy, I couldn't give you a good word.
Disgrace. They're what you say, Hasidai? Thank you. That's a real white person word. Debauchery. the nations, the other nations, their culture will not allow that debauchery. We are the only race of people as a nation that will back up hoes. We're the only people.
Right.
That's what makes us the most degenerate nation. It ain't because of the twerk. Yeah, the twerk is bad. The thoughting is bad.
The whoredom is bad.
But we the only people that will get behind her thought and support her in her thoughtness.
Dang, you're right about
and
that.
then get
Cap.
mad at somebody when they say something about it.
Right. It's like that sister was dancing on the table in the restaurant.
Right. Oh, yeah, in Texas.
Everybody backed her.
Right.
Everybody back there. That's when they threw her ass out, right? Something like that?
Yeah,
Right.
the restaurant owner.
Yeah, right. But watch this. They boycotted the restaurant.
Exactly.
Black folks who the hell want a stank booty behind black woman? People trying to eat.
Right.
Shaking your dirty
And you
On
twerking.
the table.
twerking on the table.
And it
Children
was
there.
a nice establishment. A nice one, man. It was a beautiful establishment. It didn't like it was a hole in the wall. It was a nice place. And then they go on to what's the website? Dang, I can't think of it.
Reddit.
No,
TikTok.
No, it's a website that you go to find that you go find good restaurants and stuff, and to get your ratings. They messed up.
They jacked the ratings up.
Messed up the man ratings because that's how people know to go to your restaurant when you come in town. They know.
Yep or something.
Yep, yeah, they go. Yep, yeah, exactly. When it messed up the man ratings because you want to be a hoe.
We the only people that do that, officer.
Right.
The white man don't do that. The Chinese man don't do that. The Russian, the Arab man don't do that. Right, twerking. Right, they on the slave port, twerking on the blood of our ancestors.
Right.
And people supporting them.
Right, going viral.
How is that? People got millions of likes.
Right.
How? We the only people. That's why what the sister said is heavy. She said, "Yeah, we twerking, we thotting, give up sex the easiest. That's why we are the worst. Because I guarantee, hell, it's people in the truth that support this stuff.
Right.
It's people that know they Israel and will get mad because Bishop is getting on black women for being hoes.
Right. Yeah. Mad because their fathers won't let them be a hoe.
Their father won't let them be a hoe. You hold me back.
Right.
You know how many I could.
Right.
You know I could be a ocean right now.
Right.
Right. Damn.
You hate on me for being doing my best life.
Right, living my
live
best
life.
Deep ditch.
Right.
Hey, play on. Go ahead. We got to get through this stuff, y'all. I don't think we're able to get through this stuff.
I know.
Go ahead.
We're
go
16
ahead.
seconds in.
In a culture that is very sexual, especially in the U.S. So a lot of men see us as easy targets to, to have sex with. And we have the highest rate of having children outside of marriage, wedlock. And so men see us as bed wenches, easy to have sex with, but they don't see us as valuable wives. Our culture, especially in the U.S., I don't know how it is in the U.K. I know it's a little different, but our family structure is so broken and so destroyed that we really, the majority of black women in the U.S., we've been put into a position of just being, sexual, just for a man's sexual pleasure. But if they're going to take a woman serious, that's why you see a lot of black men when they become successful, they're not marrying.
Stop.
That's heavy.
You'll be there for the bachelor party, though.
Right, yeah.
But you won't be the bride.
Right.
Damn!
Man.
The Israelite woman will be there for the bachelor party. They'll be the strippers. They'll be the escorts. What you say? The
receptacle.
That's nasty. They'll be the receptacle, but they won't be the bride. They won't be the one that's walking down the aisle to her prize. They won't be the ones. Like the sisters said some heavy stuff. Right. Like I say, black women are looked at as pleasure. That's why famous dudes don't marry them. That's why you look at what's the dude name? Jeezy? What's the dude?
Yeah, Jeezy and
what's her name? Janine?
Oh yeah, he married an Edomite now.
They about to get divorced.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they about to get divorced.
She supposedly was messing around with him.
Bruh, she said out her own mouth.
Dang.
She said, I have fun with black men, but I prefer white men.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's what she said out her mouth. I have fun with black men, but I prefer white men.
Hey, can I get a script, Cap?
Yeah.
Because she said so. She said maybe not in the UK, but I know in the US. Well, give me Revelation 18:3, because guess what? Whatever the UK, whatever America doing, Israel all over the world is doing.
Right.
Read that for me.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 3.
Read.
For all nations.
All nations. That means, like you said earlier, everywhere that we got scattered, we inherited that nation heritage,
right?
Culture, whatever. Read customs. Yeah, read.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
So all the nations is following after America. So that means everybody is following after what Judah doing right now, what America is doing. So like Bishop said, when you go find a wife across seas, you gotta go catch a boat, jump in walk as far as you can, on a mule, ride as far as you can, because you got to get away from the TV. Because long as that TV around, that woman's polluted with America. So therefore, everywhere in Israel, they acting just like they acting right here in the U.S.
Yep.
Right.
Play on.
I mean, they do. Okay, let me say this. 80% of black men are marrying black women, even when they're successful. But there is a huge thing where a lot of black men are going to other races. Why? And a lot of women don't understand. They say the man is racist. No, the culture that woman may have been brought up in, her submissiveness.
Stop. Culture goes into heritage.
Right.
It goes into tradition.
Right.
It goes into how you were brought up. How does this, when you think about culture, say the Chinese culture, you have something in your mind that you ought to think about, whether you got proof of it or not. The white culture, you got something in your mind you think about. The Arab culture, everybody think Arab culture. Oh, well, I know the wife don't say nothing.
Right. They really got to cover up.
Covered up.
Right.
Where we learned that from? We never read that in a book.
Right.
But we see the example. So when people say the black culture, there is no definition of it in a book. But they see the example. The imagery tells them what black culture is.
Right.
It's thotting.
Whoredom.
It's twerking.
Gang banging.
Gang banging. Murdering. Single parent households.
Abortion.
Abortion clinics. That's what people think of when they say black culture.
Right. Girlfriend, boyfriend.
Read play on. Play on.
You know, in our culture, we've been rebellious, dressing provocative. It's standard. It is standard. We hate ourselves a lot. We hate our own hair.
Stop.
Man.
Stop.
Dang.
Man.
And
Hey.
She said we hate ourselves. We hate our own hair. Remember, she talked about women.
Right.
She talked about the Israelite woman.
She is.
We hate our hair that God gave us. Remember, God said in Jeremiah 17:4, we was going to serve our enemies. In doing so, we would adopt their custom.
Right.
And when we adopt, you got to understand something.
dang.
When the Israelite man and woman was created, remember the Lord say, I breathe into them. Somebody give me that. Somebody give me that. I breathed into them the breath of life. You know what I'm talking about? It's in Sirach somewhere, right? Second Ezra's. Let me see. And breathe. Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
Somebody read that. Second Ezra's 3 and 5. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to show y'all some heavy stuff right here. Second Ezra's 3 and verse 5. Yep. Go ahead.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
And gave us a body
Gave a body
unto Adam without soul,
without soul, right? Watch this.
which was the workmanship of thine hand.
The Lord created him. Watch this.
And didst breathe into him the breath of life.
Breathed into Adam the breath of life, which is what? The commandments, the laws, the heritage. Go ahead.
And he was made living before thee.
So the only way that Adam could be completely living was to have the breath of life in him. The heritage, the traditions is a part of our DNA. So when we go outside of that,
You did.
you're not only dead, but now what you're doing. See, when black women adopt the white culture, it don't fit them. It don't fit them at all. No part of anyone's culture fits the Israelite woman, the Israelite man. That's why when they do it, you're like, damn, she crazy as hell. Walking around with blonde hair.
Right.
You got to be crazy.
That's heavy you say that, Cap. That's heavy you say that, cuz that's how important the laws are.
There you go.
Even though this woman right here is completely aware of the estate that our people, our women are in, but yet she's still conforming to those ways.
You know why? You know why? Because she ain't got no choice. A lot of you sisters ain't got no choice because they don't know. They just know something's wrong.
And they can identify it.
Yeah.
you know,
Right, because she said, yep, this is wrong. This is wrong. But hey, it is what it is. I guess I'll try.
Right.
I'll try. But she don't know because she don't have the breath. She
there
don't
you
got
go.
that breath
Right.
of life. But she know this ain't right. Something's wrong with us.
Right.
Right.
And she seeming discontent. All praises, baby. Lord's will she get a flyer. You know, the anger elevate her to do something else because the frustration is in her face.
I mean, not
like-
just her. I mean, what's the
Yep.
basketball player
Yep.
that knew that posted the
Kyrie Irving.
Went
right.
right back to it.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Kanye West.
Egyptology.
We need these laws.
Right.
That's
yeah.
it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's it. Hey, you can say all you want what's
Right.
wrong,
Yeah, right.
but until you adopt the laws of God and
Right.
completely do them, make them a part of your life, a part of your very being, you will continue with a cycle of someone else's heritage.
Right.
You're right about that, Cat.
Go ahead. Hey, we ain't this is only the first video, y'all. I'm telling you, it's gonna get juicy. Go ahead.
We want our butts to be the fast.
Stop.
Damn.
Did I say it was gonna get juicy?
Right.
Didn't I say it?
Right.
Did I say it was gonna get juicy?
Yes, sir.
The sisters say black women are the only ones. Now, when I say only ones, we all know it's white women out there that want the big butt. We all know it's China. We all know that. But that ain't what we talking about. We talking about you. Because like I said, when you go to China, they ain't worrying about the Chinese woman having a big booty. That's only in America. Because they see black women here pushing big booties.
They gotta understand something. Every other race of people have their own sovereign state. They got their own country that they can go back to. So how they perform in America is not how they going back to their home.
Right. America like Vegas to them.
Conducting
They
themselves.
come
They're
over
not
here to
doing
wild
it.
out. They just come over here to wild out. Then they're like, all right, don't go back home. They know they can't take the crap that they do over here in America back over there with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And guess what, black woman, Hispanic woman, Native Americans, all y'all the same. Where the hell you going back to?
Right.
Right.
You going back to even more debauchery. Did I say that word right? Debauchery?
Yep, you did it right.
Debauchery.
Debauchery.
I put a K in there. Debauchery.
It sounded right to me, man.
Okay. I know it sounded right to you. That's why I didn't look your way when I asked. Did I say it right? Because he agreed with me.
I did, man.
All praises.
Hey, we Israel.
Hey, but remember, right? We going over heritage.
That's right.
We going over heritage, right? With the Israelite woman, the heritage is I gotta have the biggest booty.
Right.
That's why sisters will go to Mexico, or go to Brazil, or go to Cuba, whatever, and get these BBLs done, where they can't even sit down on their rump for months.
It don't even look right.
They gotta lay down, bro. I seen this video. This dude was helping this girl out the car after a BBL, and he had to pull her out the trunk. She couldn't even. She had to lay out while he drove.
Oh, wow.
And she was trying to get out the
Man.
backwards, bro.
Man.
I'm like,
what
this
is
is
that?
ridiculous.
Who wants that?
This is ridiculous, bro.
That goes back to what she was talking about, the highest in dating.
Right.
Black women want to be seen as what? A sex symbol.
Right, that's it.
Not as wife material.
Bro,
Right.
that's the only reason for a black woman to get a BBL is to give pleasure.
Damn.
That's the only reason. The only reason a black woman to get a BBL is to give pleasure,
Give pleasure.
be seen.
Be seen.
I want to have the biggest rump, so that when you slapping it or when you looking at me, all you see is that.
Right.
Not even knowing that if a man, that's all he see. You think he worried about your IQ? You think he worried about what college you attended?
Right.
He don't give a damn about that. He ain't even got to talk. Just give me your number.
Exactly.
Because I see something and I want to hit it. Right. Go ahead.
The fattest, we pride ourselves on things of being bosses, having the fattest booty, you know, being able to twerk the best, but not intrinsic values that is a wife.
She said we value the things, but not being a wife. The word wife. Can we look up that word? Look up that word wife.
Hey, that was real deep because right now, with the feminist movement, it's like slavery to be a wife, to do wifely duties. Like, it's the 2000s.
I don't
ain't
need no
finna-
man.
I ain't finna be cooking and cleaning for no man.
Hey, I put a video in here. Sister say, I don't submit to no man.
Dang.
I submit to my bag, my children, and my career.
Damn.
I said, God damn. So you do submit to a man.
Right. You submit to the white man.
You submit to a man. You submit to the three men, actually.
Right.
Because the men, the white man control your kids.
Right.
Right.
The white man
Career
control the
equals
bag.
white man.
Right. I don't submit. What she meant to say, I don't submit to no nigga.
That's right.
Right.
That's what she meant to say. You got the word?
Yes, sir.
Look that word
Webster Dictionary. Definition of wife. Noun. Definition 1.
Go to, yeah, go ahead.
Woman.
Woman. Read it again.
Definition of wife. Woman.
Read it again.
The definition of wife, according to Merriam-Webster. Woman.
Read it again.
Right.
The Merriam-Webster Dictionary. The definition of wife. Noun.
Go ahead.
Woman.
So you telling me
Clear.
the word woman means wife.
Dang.
So your gender is only purposeful to being a wife.
To a
That's why your identity, what you say, Soldier? It comes from the man. That means you was only made to be a wife, a companion. That's the only thing you was made to do.
Yeah, it's so amazing. It's no other word behind it.
It's no other word.
There's no other word behind it.
Woman.
Woman.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Woman. What the definition of a wife is a woman. That means the woman was only meant to be a wife. You was put on this earth to be serving your husband.
Right.
Because every one of you was meant for a husband, for a man, for companionship, not thotting, not twerking. You weren't meant to twerk. You weren't meant to get BBLs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You weren't meant to do none of that stuff.
Right.
Your whole purpose was to be a wife.
To a man.
To
Singular.
a man.
Amen.
To a man. Yeah, I ain't reading that. Yeah. Female partner. When you think of partner, they talk about homosexuality.
Right.
Damn demons. Where we at? Go to the next video. Y'all know Megan Thee Stallion, don't you? The male horse. She named herself after a male horse. And nobody see nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Go ahead. It's real short.
Black women, we are the culture. We've been the culture. And in the future, we still gonna be the culture. So shout out to us. Black.
She say, black women, we are the culture. Remember culture now.
Right.
Heritage.
Heritage.
Black women, we are the culture. And we gonna be the culture. We gonna remain the culture. And then she stuck her tongue out like a thirsty traveler.
Man.
Get the next video.
Wow.
Let's see. Because, hey, you know I didn't know it was many different cultures that black women started? I didn't know this, bro. They got something called the thought culture.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
They got something called the hood rat culture.
Oh, wow.
They got something called the baby mama culture.
The rap
I
culture.
ain't even know this. I'm like, damn, all these different cultures. And it was all started by
By
black
women.
women.
Oh, damn.
Prideful in their sin.
Go ahead, play that thing.
I know you want to talk about the thugs in Chicago and the thugs in Detroit and Cleveland and Cincinnati, but there's a hood rat culture. Let me repeat this. There is a HRC, a hood rat culture among young black women that nobody wants to talk about. They're afraid. You see them all the time. You see them in the grocery store with bonnets and house shoes on.
Stop. Oh, I told you it's going to get juicy, officer.
Man.
I told you.
Bring it out.
See him in Walmart with bonnets on and house shoes
In pajamas.
and pajamas.
Jammers.
Any woman that Any woman you see in the early morning in any store with pajamas on
Right.
is dirty.
Right.
Dirty. They don't bathe.
Hey, they don't have regular house shoes.
They don't have regular house
a
shoes.
big
Cal,
teddy
you
bear
still give them
head.
too much credit.
Yeah, right.
It don't even be early in the morning, Cal. It be like that in the middle of the day. Like you ain't
With
got
pajamas
nothing
on.
with pajamas on.
She
They
ain't
gonna pick
bathed.
up their kids from school with pajamas and
She
the
ain't
bunny
bathed in
on.
days, man.
Man.
That's my verdict. She ain't bathed in days.
Right.
Yeah.
She just stayed. The pajamas are attached to her body.
Right.
Damn.
She ain't did her hair. That's why
She
keep
ain't
the
did her hair. Yeah.
the bunny on
That's
her
why she got
head.
the bonnet on.
Right.
Who the hell told black women that bonnets were sexy?
Man.
Who did it, bro? Somebody please answer me.
Themselves.
Somebody answer me. Who told them that?
No, that
But
culture.
that's the culture. That's the culture, man.
A lot of stuff they do, they don't do it for men. They do it to please each other.
They do it. They want to be the first one.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wear this shower cap outside today.
Right, like them cumbrellas. No real man like the damn cumbrellas. No real man really like them things.
They're not looking into real men.
Right.
They know it's nothing but whoremongers out there.
Right.
Whoremongers don't like
Yep,
you if you.
yep.
It
That's
don't matter
true.
what you got on.
That's
Right.
true. That's
You could
heavy
be a
you said
dirty
that.
prostitute.
Right.
They
That's
gonna
heavy
come
you
up
said
to
that,
you.
officer.
Yeah.
You're right, because some women be like, oh, I only had this. He talked to me, you know.
Hey, a brother would talk to
I ain't even
anybody.
dressed up.
You ain't even got to put. You can wear a damn Barney suit
Right.
and let your voice be pleasant. A brother be like, damn, I wonder what's under that Barney suit.
Right.
I wonder what's under that Barney suit.
I know, right?
I love you. You love me. We're one half. Damn, I wonder what's under that Barney
I
suit.
know, yeah.
Can I take you out sometime?
Oh, man.
You don't know what the hell she look like.
I just want to get to
Right.
know you.
I just want to get to know you because that voice. Man,
Right.
brothers will date anything.
Anything, yeah.
Brothers will hit anything.
Right.
How you think prostitutes got money? You know prostitutes make money?
Man.
Think about that. Prostitutes make money with no teeth,
Right.
Right.
with dirt on the bottom of their feet.
Man.
No teeth, foot draggers.
And
That's
you
a-
know
And
multiple men
right,
been with her.
exactly,
That's the point.
exactly, right.
A man, I'm telling you, a man would sleep with a prostitute, man, knowing
Right.
that she just sucked 20 other dudes off.
The same day. Or,
For $10.
Yeah.
Sisters,
Yeah.
at least sisters won't do. Sisters will try to get the prestiges of the man. Men don't give a damn. That's what Bishop always say. It don't matter what you look like. It don't matter how big you are. There's a brother out there that will marry you.
That's true.
Well, screw you.
Absolutely. Yeah, or bang you.
Bag you.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody will do it
You right about
and
that.
be happy in doing it too.
Because you
Hey.
know how men be. Boy.
Oh, hell yeah.
You,
Men don't
you
care.
could be a midget, boy. Man be like, I wonder how that is.
I wonder how that
To
is.
pick
Next
up
thing
a
you
dick.
know, next thing,
You be
that's
blind
the-
with a cane. I wonder how that is.
what you say? You be a damn paraplegic.
Right. You don't see what it is. Hey, her leg ain't in
Oh,
the
see,
way.
that be
Right,
like.
Took a leg off.
Flip
Let's
the leg over. Flip both legs out.
Right. Be in a
She can't even
wheelchair.
feel nothing.
Right.
Damn, I wonder.
I wonder.
Hey, play on. Y'all crazy.
I know, right?
Hey, play on, bro.
You see them calling their friends. Let me call you a and see how you respond, right?
Man.
I watched that video. I heard what was being said.
Yeah.
Damn.
Come on. If you
Hey, that's
don't
true.
stand,
That's true. You hear sisters call each other B's all the time.
Right.
Hey, B. What's up, B? You my B. You my... Dang, sis. You know what I'm saying? This is how you deal with each other. But that's the culture. That's the culture. Go to the next video. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Here go y'all friend, Sukihana.
He said, just look at him.
Yeah, just look.
What is this?
This the culture, bro.
Right.
This black culture. This is the heritage. This is the heritage that guess who looking at this, y'all? Our daughters.
Right.
Right.
Guess who looking at this? Guess who sisters trying to be like? Her.
Her.
They trying to be a part of the black culture. Go ahead, let it play. You're gonna go to 2 minutes, bro.
I fought with Diddy, and one thing about me, I feel like I'm Young Miami. I love when they piss on me.
All right, stop.
That was a
Wow.
Stop. Stay with me, brothers. Wow. Yes,
Said
that's what
that.
you heard it.
She said it and was proud of it.
She said she loved when somebody pee on her.
Pee on her. She said she
Watch
loved
this
it.
though, it get better. Go ahead.
real bitch. Y'all hoes scared to talk about what the fuck y'all like, cause y'all so worried about what these bitches gonna think. Baby, if you piss on me, make sure along you get my hair done after. Yeah.
Oh, watch
Piss
this.
on me, piss in my mouth. Let me piss on his mouth. Let me piss in your mouth, fart in your face. I want to
Stop.
What is going
Stop.
on here? What is
Stop.
Hold on. I'm too young for this. what is going on? Where you find this at, man? God damn.
No
Hey.
shame.
No shame, bro.
What?
Yeah. Hey, but you know what?
Yeah.
You know what though? She ain't the only one that feel like that.
Right. That's what she's saying.
She's saying things openly what the culture is doing in the dark.
Right.
This is black culture, man. This is black women culture. This ain't of God, man. The Lord didn't give us this. The Lord didn't give us this culture.
Right.
This ain't our heritage. That's some nasty stuff, man.
Man.
Oh, watch this. Go ahead.
top of your hair and rub it in. I
She
like
said she
over
want
my
to
legs.
poop on top of somebody's hair and rub it in.
This is it's not even fun no more.
Oh, it gets more. Go ahead. Go
Squat
ahead.
my ass over his face and give me a nice little fart in.
Stop. She say she want to squat over and get her a nice little fart in. Hey,
This
this
is what
the
our
culture,
daughter's
bruh.
looking at right here, though.
That's what I'm
That's what they
saying.
want to be like.
that's the point,
And
officer.
you know what's crazy about this woman, man? She said she done told it openly that she sold her soul to the devil to get famous, and she put it in her music and proclaim it at every concert.
Yep.
So when you listen to her music, you listening to the devil just feeding you all this stuff, everything that she believe in. Now you believing in it throughout the music.
This
stream.
all debauchery.
Uh-oh.
Dang,
Say
debauchery.
it right this time. This all debauchery, man. Hey,
Right.
play it.
What we gonna do? This the shit they want to see. It's truly it's most definitely a shit show going on out here.
Damn.
What the
He said literally. Hey, stop. Hey, you can take it off. The brother said this is the stuff that they want to see. Remember, y'all, this is the heritage. You can never find no white woman go online, famous upon millions of viewers and say no debauchery stuff like this. You can't find no Chinese woman saying that. You can't find no Arab woman, no Russian woman saying no stuff like this, man. This was allowed to be aired by our enemies to change the mindset of the little girls.
Right.
Because before Sukiyana became Sukiyana, she was a little girl.
Man, you hitting the cap because I'm in my head right now. I'm thinking, how in the hell you have the nerves? Don't you got a mama at home? You ain't scared your mama watching this?
She don't care, bro. She said, bro, she did an interview. She said, I come from a long line of hoes.
Damn.
She said her mama, her grandma was all hoes, and they taught her how to be a hoe.
Man.
That's what she said in the interview. I come from a long line of hoes. Bro, she went back to slavery in her interview about how her whole generation was hoes.
Let me get a strip on
Yeah, go ahead,
Man.
bro. Go ahead, go
Give me
ahead.
Isaiah 66 and 15. Because this is disgusting. And this is what our young daughters are learning. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen.
So we are the Lord's chosen people. And he said we shall leave our name Israel. We shall leave our heritage for what? For a curse. To talk about people urinating on you. I mean, just dropping waste on you and you rubbing it through your hair. You taking a bath in a sewage tunnel. And you enjoying doing that and you promoting doing that. The Lord say that's a curse.
Yep.
I mean, that's hard. Read that again.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Lord God shall slay thee and call his servants by another name.
All this happened to us because we fail to obey the Lord's commandments. Now look at us. We are a base people. I don't think you can get no lower than enjoying having
somebody crap on you
and you smearing it through your face and hair. And opening your mouth and having being urinated in your mouth and then you enjoying it. Man. I mean, that's lower than, I don't even think an animal like that.
Bruh, remember, that's the culture. That's the culture, bruh. That's the heritage that we living in right now. Get the next video. Oh, watch this, y'all. There's another culture. Oh, it's more. It is more. Turn it up. Play it. Y'all see what it say. Hold on. Let's read it. Read that thing, soldier. Just read the top. Read the top.
Does size matter to you?
Ooh. That's a big topic within the black woman community. This is what black women talk about when they get together. This is what black women talk about when they get together in a group. Does size matter to you, girl? Play it.
Any woman in here
What's this?
that says size does not matter, something's wrong with her. Now we
Stop.
And these older women.
She's an old hag right there. She said, any woman in here that says size don't matter, you are lying. That's an old hag. That's an old hoe.
Right. You can tell, too, she missing a cup of tea.
Yeah, she old. Right. She old, bro. Yeah, you know it's bad when we can't see the bottom teeth.
Right.
It's bad, bro. She old. She got an overbite. The lip is over the bottom gums.
Damn. Right, the whole bottom lip in because
Yeah,
she
it's
ain't
gone.
got no bottom teeth probably.
Hey, play it, bro.
It don't matter. As long as he know how to make it happen. Do what it do. And I understand that. If he's little, I'm sorry. If he's little, okay. I had a little man. I'm telling y'all, if you be with me, you ain't gonna be with nobody else. Couldn't even get it.
All right, stop. Now, I want you to understand what they all saying. The whole topic of conversation goes back to whoredom. Because the way the Lord gave us, according to our heritage, is that a woman, a little girl, is supposed to be preserved. Her virginity is supposed to be preserved by her father and her mother and be promised to a man in her virginity.
Right.
Who the hell gonna? That's why men, they don't stay with these women because they get it like, what the hell? You done been with a couple of donkeys. You're like throwing a tic-tac in the ocean.
Damn.
And then they realize you can't bring nothing else to the table because you don't know how to cook. You don't clean. You don't submit.
Damn.
You're not kind. You can't hold a conversation. You're not caring. You're not catering to me. And you tell me I got to put up with this wide ocean?
Damn.
You got an ocean down there. You got a deep ditch. You ain't got nothing else to bring to the table. I'm out. I'm gone. I got to deal with that and your horrible ass personality.
Right, and they wouldn't be satisfied anyway.
Nope. That's why they say size matter.
Right.
That's what they say. Gotta be 12 inches.
Exactly.
Gotta be 8 inches. Gotta be 9, 15. That lets you know what the hell you been doing. Well, your stuff, you need that much of a. Give me some good words. You need that much of
A stick.
of. Come on, man. I need some good words. Help me out, Uriel. Give me a good word. You need something of that
Genital.
magnitude.
There you go.
You need some of that magnitude to receive pleasure.
Damn.
Use a hoe.
Right.
Yeah, you a hoe.
They become a certified, well, I'll say crackhead.
Yep.
Because they constantly look for that, that
They look
size.
for that
but
12. They ain't gonna find it. That's a damn
Right.
what's the word? Anomaly.
Right.
Get a Ezekiel 23:19. Hey, but watch this though. Remember, everybody in there that's saying size matter and I used to have this dude, he was this, and I had this dude, he was this. Remember, it all came from somewhere. Nobody's born thinking like that. Nobody's born saying size matters. Nobody's born saying I want somebody to piss in my mouth. Nobody's born saying I want to be the neighborhood slut. Where did that come from? That came from us not keeping our heritage. Read that, Ezekiel 23:19.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 23 and verse 19.
Go ahead.
Yet she multiplied her whoredom
Talking about the woman, go ahead.
in calling to remembrance the days of her youth,
Read on.
wherein she had played the harlot.
She played what?
The harlot
She played the harlot. Go ahead.
in the land of Egypt.
Watch this.
For she doted upon paramours,
Go ahead.
whose flesh is as the flesh of asses.
Size matters. He got to have a donkey. He got to have a baby leg.
Hey, you better marry that dude when you find him.
Dang.
Bro, any sister that's saying
Dang.
that they looking for a specific size, they's a hoe.
Right.
Leave them for the streets.
Because how else you gonna find it?
Don't marry that woman. Don't engage with that woman.
Man.
Any sister that's in this truth that they mind is stuck on, I can't wait to see what he working with. Use a hoe.
Dang.
I'm gonna tell you straight. And you know in your mind if that's what you waiting on. I can't wait to see what he work. You see his feet? You see the size of them shoes he got on?
Right.
Oh, I can't wait.
Bishop had one of them stories about the girl, the women that
Man,
had the
Bishop-
tape measure.
Bishop got
the
all
tape
types
measure
of stories,
in
man,
the
because
purse.
Israel is evil.
Man.
Right.
Hold up now, wait a minute. Before you marry me, pull it out.
Right.
Dang.
Ooh, 5.3. Ooh, sorry.
Dang.
Can't marry you. Can't do it. Rito.
For she doted upon their paramours, whose flesh is as the flesh of asses,
Whose penis is as big as a donkey. Go ahead.
and whose issue
And whose liquid.
is like the issue of horses.
She love a lot. She a cum bucket. She like a lot of cum. Get Isaiah 3:16. She like a lot of cum. She want them big and full of cum. But guess what, y'all? This is what they trying to get our daughters. So the question is, what you gonna do about it? Right. Cause watch this. Now we about to go into some facts about before they was a hoe. What's the before they was a hoe? How did they become the hoe? Isaiah 3:16.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion
The
are
daughters of Zion go
are
ahead.
haughty.
Haughty. Can we look the definition up? Look up the word haughty. That's not a Negro word. Look up the word haughty. Go ahead, man.
Merriam-Webster's dictionary, definition of haughty,
Watch this.
adjective,
Go ahead.
blatantly and disdainfully,
Disdainfully. Let's talk about evil. Go ahead.
proud.
Proud. Disdainfully proud. You like, I don't give a damn. Go ahead.
Having or showing an attitude.
Having oh. You know you gotta slow that right there. Read that again.
Having or showing an attitude
Go ahead.
of superiority.
I'm better than you. I don't need no man. I don't need you. I am the table.
We are the culture.
We are, right, we the culture. The black woman been the culture and ain't gonna never change. We are the culture. That's that haughty. Go back to the scripture.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
And you mothers that are haughty, that are disdainfully proud, that's disrespectful to your husbands, you don't think your daughter gonna be haughty? You don't think your daughter gonna be saying this the culture?
Right.
Go ahead.
And walk with stretched forth necks.
With stretched forth necks.
And wanton eyes.
And wanton eyes, lustful eyes, stretched forth neck. Can't tell me nothing. Go ahead.
Walking and mincing as they go.
Read.
And making a tinkling with their feet.
Go ahead.
Therefore the Lord will smite.
The Lord will do what?
The Lord will smite.
Go ahead.
With a scab. The crown of the head.
That's why you wear bonnets now. That's why you wear shower caps. The Lord said, hey, you know what? That's why the Chinese made so much money and the East Indians made so much money from weave. They all go to the temple. See, a lot of sisters don't. The women in East India go to the temple and they sacrifice their weave to their God. And then after they put it all together and they send it to America for the black woman to put on her head. So they make money off of you. They make money off your haughtiness. They make money off your stretched forth necks. Billion-dollar industry. They make money off of you not keeping your own heritage.
Right.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Go ahead.
And the Lord will discover their secret parts.
The Lord will discover. Now their hair not going to be long. Go ahead.
In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments.
What verse you at?
Verse 18.
Go ahead.
About their feet and their cauls and their round tires like the moon.
John verse 24.
Verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell.
Instead of a sweet smell down there. Go ahead.
There shall be stink.
Fish. Dang. I'm like, damn, who the hell went and bought shrimp? Who went and bought tilapia?
Oh, man.
All right.
Go ahead.
Right. And instead of a girdle, a rent.
Instead of a girdle, a rent. Now you just out of shape. Go ahead.
And instead of well-set hair, baldness.
Well-set hair, baldness. Go ahead.
And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth.
Go ahead.
And burning.
And burning.
Instead of beauty.
And burning instead of a beauty.
Dang.
Hey, get the article. Now, the average girl thinks of sex at the age of 11. This is average. The average young girl starts feeling things at the age of 11. You start smelling themselves. And you can see it. You can see it in their face. You can see something is spiritually going on with this little girl. Something is going on. There's a chemical changing going on in your body. Now, what are we doing to prevent that changing of this little girl? Prevent it from causing her to be a whore. Because we all know in schools, when a little girl goes through that changing of hormones and that balance of hormones in her body, the first person that she talks to about it is who? Nope. The friend.
Friends, yeah.
And they friends have already experienced sex.
Right.
So what do they tell her? Girl, it's okay. I did it. It felt good. So now this little dumb of a girl, I call her Dummy.
Right.
That's going to be her name. Now this dummy says in her mind, I want to try it too. Watch this though. Growing up too fast. Early exposure to sex. Remember the class title? Keep thy daughter inward. Go ahead, read it, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
Article, Psych Central. Growing up too fast.
Growing up too fast. Go ahead.
Early exposure to sex.
So we're going to read about what happens to the female body when it has a early exposure to sex. Go ahead.
Having sex at a young age can have negative consequences, but knowing how to approach the subject with your child can be protective. It's natural for children and adolescents to want to explore their own and another person's bodies.
No, it ain't. It's not natural. That's not your heritage. That's not the heritage God gave you. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over that. How your heritage as a little girl is to keep your virginity.
Right.
Your virginity means everything. I'll show you how great your virginity is. You were created to be a wife to a husband. You were created to have one, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say partner. I hate that word. One sexual experience with one man, one husband. You were created to be a virgin at marriage.
Right.
That's what you were created to do. There was no explorations. There was no, I want to explore my body. I want to explore your body.
Right.
None of that. God says you were designed to be a virgin at the conception of marriage to one man. Go ahead, watch this. Go ahead.
When puberty hits, the rush of sex hormones can intensify the urge to explore and experiment.
So are we teaching our daughters to fight the urge to explore? Because the hormones, you can't stop the hormones. You can't stop them. They're going to come. They're going to come for the boys too. They're going to come. Are you sitting there and say, hey, it's going to be a time where you're going to feel like this. You're going to feel like this. And there's going to be a time where you're going to want to do certain things. I'm telling you, you have to fight that. I'm telling you, you were not designed to explore your body. You was designed to get married and your husband explores your body.
Right.
Are we teaching them that? Are we just waiting for the big bad wolf to come down and blow down the damn house? And now you trying to rush to put it back together when your daughter has been tainted. Go ahead.
Adolescence occurs between ages 10 and 19 and is a crucial development period that influences health later in life.
It influences health later in life. Remember, the later is talking about what? The whole phase. Now you're a grown woman. Now you can't do nothing but be a hoe.
Right.
Because you know ain't no man going to settle for no ocean.
Hell no.
What man wants you when you on TV saying you going to piss somebody's mouth?
Right.
What man wants you when you talk to you going to eat a man butt?
Man,
What man wants you now? You're done. You are done for the rest of your life. You're going to die alone with cats. You're going to die alone. And you'll always be remembered for that dirty hoe that crapped on the dude's head and rubbed it in. And then told the world.
That's the blindness of sin. You don't think of the afterwards. You don't think of longer in your age, the 50s and the 60s. You thinking of right now your 20s and 30s, but you ain't thinking like, okay, after a while, how long is whoredom going to be? You know what I'm saying? How long is the whole life going to last? And then after that, when you settle down, then what? They ain't thinking I'm gonna die alone. They just thinking, oh, I'm just gonna have fun.
They're gonna die. They're gonna die always being nothing but pleasure.
Damn.
Sexualized pleasure.
Even when they 60 years
Even
old.
when they're 60 years old.
Damn.
People still. I mean, bro, a 60-year-old woman can still get sex from a 20-year-old dude.
Oh, you right.
30-year-old dude. Like, remember early niggas don't care.
Right. You just say, hey,
Nigga
what
don't
is
give a
it?
damn.
Bread is sweet to
Right.
homeboy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Cook. Hey, that 60-year-old woman make him a meal. He'll tell
Right.
lights up.
Right. That's what's that? Kim Kardashian mom got that young
Yep.
brother.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, brothers don't care.
No, they don't give a damn. Hey, go back.
It's known that exposure to sex during this period, particularly before age 16, can have negative consequences.
Negative consequences. Watch this. Go ahead.
Understanding these consequences can help shape how you approach the subject with your children. And there are steps you can take at home to prevent early exposure to sex.
You know what that's called? Following your heritage, keeping the commandments, teaching your children. Go ahead. Watch this.
What are the disadvantages of having sex at an early age?
What is the disadvantages? Go ahead.
Having sex for the first time at a young age is linked to various negative outcomes. A 2017 study further examined the link to determine if early exposure is truly a cause of negative outcomes. Early exposure was defined as having sex at age 14 or younger.
You know how crazy that is, man? Early exposure, but I guarantee you, all of these sisters that are not major whores, they have had early exposure to sex. Early exposure. And watch this. I'm going to show y'all something. Sex is not defined only as penetration. Sexting is early exposure.
Right.
Watching sexual movies is early exposure. Watching music videos that are sexualized is early exposure. It does something to the adolescent's brain. Video games, early exposure. Go ahead.
For this young study group, researchers discovered that early sex was linked to a 2 or 3 times greater likelihood of having 2 or more sexual partners in the past year.
So be a hoe. Early exposure is linked to you being a hoe. Go ahead.
Having a sexually transmitted infection.
Early exposure is linked to you getting the STD. Go ahead.
STI in the past year. Experiencing symptoms of depression.
Depression.
In the past week.
Depression is linked to early exposure. Mental health is linked to early exposure of sex. Go ahead.
The negative effects were experienced more by female.
Read that again. Read that again.
The negative
So
effects.
hey, I told you it's going to get juicy, bro. Woo. It's going to get juicy. Go ahead. This ain't over.
The negative effects were experienced more by female participants.
The negative effects were more experienced by women. Go ahead. Watch this.
Which seems to be a trend.
Seems to be what?
A trend.
A tradition.
Across the research that examines early initiation of sex.
Keep going.
A 2017 study found that females who initiated sex at 16 years or younger were likelier to experience a major depressive
mental health
episode
Go ahead.
in young adulthood.
Read.
Yet, the trend wasn't observed in males.
Males like, I don't give a damn. You just a nut.
Right.
But when women get early exposure, it messes with the brain.
Damn.
Because women were meant to have one husband. And that ties you to that man forever.
Right.
That's why a woman, when they say women always remember they first. I remember when I was 15 years old, Lil Ray
Right.
Everybody remember, all the women. Hell, men like, I don't even know. I don't even remember what it felt like, honestly. Yeah, right. I did it, I just got out the way.
Right.
Women remember that stuff because it's emotional. It's spiritual. Sex is spiritual, man. Sex is spiritual. We looking at it like it's just, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. but it's spiritual. Go ahead, keep going. Oh, it gets better. Go ahead.
Additional research that examined various effects of early sex on health outcomes later in life demonstrated the following trend.
Watch this.
Women who start having sex before age 16 are more likely to get divorced.
Damn. So you can't keep a husband. Go ahead.
The onset of sexual intercourse before age 14 is associated with high-risk behaviors and dating violence.
Now you're more susceptible to domestic violence. High-risk behaviors. Now you're doing stuff like twerking on slave ports. High-risk behaviors.
Right.
Now you don't respect nobody. High-risk behaviors. Your whole brain, what's the word? Hormones have been out of whack.
Right. National TV.
Right, you're on national TV.
Talking about urinating.
Right.
Somebody
You're going to
urinating
crap
in
on
your
somebody's
mouth.
head.
And rub it in.
High-risk behaviors. Now you're more likely to get an abortion.
Right.
High-risk behaviors. You're more likely to disrespect your mother and your father. High-risk behaviors. That's why the mother and the father can know when their daughter has had early sexual, what's the word? Experiences. Exposure. Oh, we know. You best believe. We know.
You can't hide
because things change in your body. Things change in your demeanor. Things change in your spirit.
Right.
Now you're like, damn, what the hell is going on here? What the hell have you been watching? What you been doing? Who you been talking to? What you been seeing? Wait, where you heard that from?
Right. Cap is crazy because it says, we were talking about earlier how it's hard to get a smile out of them. Earlier we was talking about the certain women and young girls, but then the number one attribute when they have sex early was depression.
Depression. Always depressed. You got a lot of dick demons on you. Excuse my language.
Right.
Excuse my language. You got a lot of penis demons on you. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Right. So that depression leads you always to have to get divorced. High risk behavior because you keep on trying to find that happiness, but you ain't gonna never be happy because you only supposed to be one man.
You only supposed to be one man. Your happiness is supposed to come when you was a virgin.
Right.
Give it to a man to be his wife.
Right.
That was your happiness. And you flushed it down the drain because you wanted to see how big his penis was. Right, the bad boy.
Bad boy.
Yep.
Yep.
The high risk. I'm gonna get with Jody because he a drug dealer, and I know he got multiple women. That's the man I want. I don't want these nice. Hey, you know what's crazy? I never understood that. How a woman can say you just too nice for me. What? Do you understand? Do you understand? It's like when we say black women are mean, and they get offended.
Right.
You understand when a black woman say you are too nice? It's offensive.
Right.
Like, what the hell you mean I'm too nice? Because I'm treating you like a woman?
Right.
Treating you like a lady? I'm too nice, so I'm a sucker now? I got manners? You see this a lot. And you see this a lot in today's age with women leaving dudes on a date. You see there's a lot going on. And these demons, these dragons will videotape this stuff and clown a dude for being a good dude. And the other women see it. Oh, you too nice. He just too nice for me. What? I'm telling you, I never understood that.
Ever.
Never understood that. So basically, you are not capable. You don't think highly of yourself enough to think you deserve a nice brother. That depression from early sexual experiences led you to believe that you don't deserve a good brother.
Damn.
You only deserve the high risk brother. Hey, read on, bro. I'm telling you, it's
gonna get juicier.
Read on, bro.
Right.
This ain't it.
In
Hey,
mail.
what time we at, Hesediah? Damn. Bro, we got so much more, bro. All right, let's go.
In males.
We'll go for 30 more minutes. Go ahead.
In males, cannabis abuse is more likely to occur with early exposure
Yeah,
to sex.
could a man smoke weed with a woman to get the draws? Go ahead.
Right.
Hey, just jump down to mental health. Go down. Slow down. Go down. Yeah, what are the different types? Read that.
What are different types of premature sexual exposure? Sexual explicitness through media such as internet pornography,
Internet pornography. Go ahead.
television and movies,
Here we go. Television and movies.
sexually suggestive text messages,
Sexting.
or sexting.
See, we don't bypass that. We don't think that sexting is a big deal. That is the equivalent to having sex in a little girl's brain. That is equivalent to watching porn in the production of the girl's brain. Go ahead.
Television and movies, sexually suggestive text messages or sexting, sexual cyberbullying
Go ahead.
or sextortion through smartphone apps or video
Watch
games.
the next one.
Sound recordings.
Sound recordings. Do you understand the amount of security you have to give to your daughter to prevent her from watching porn, television, movies, suggestive sex text messages, cyberbully to the point of even hearing things recorded?
Sound recording going to music.
Music.
Yeah.
What are you listening to?
Right.
That's how much protection the little girl, the little Israelite girl needs to succeed in being a virgin when she gets married. Damn. That's a lot. So that means nothing that they are watching should have not been already watched by you.
Right.
Every movie you put on for your kids, if you did not vet them, you have not screened them,
Yeah.
you have not went through them precisely from start to finish, you are leading your daughter to being exposed to sexual activities.
Damn, this is explaining the power of Esau that you talked about
There
in the
you
beginning.
go. They have put so much money in making sure our little girls become whores
Right.
because parents are lazy as hell. They put them in front of that TV, and kids don't know what they're watching. They just think it's just another a movie, especially even cartoons. You gotta
Right.
vet.
I was just about to say
Cartoons you got to go through. Let me know what I'm gonna watch this cartoon first, or I'm gonna watch it with you.
Right.
And if I see something, I'm like, nope, that's evil. That's evil. And I'm gonna explain it to you. That's evil according to this.
Right.
We don't kiss. All these little kids moving, the majority of them are doing what? Kissing. Which one of us say, hey, close your eyes? Because we don't want them to see that. That imagery. Or we just let them watch the little people kiss. Then next thing you know, they trying to kiss each other. Not even knowing what the hell going on.
Right.
The innocence, but it's starting to decay. The innocence is starting to decay away. Right. And next thing you know, they're going to be up here in the school kissing, touching, grabbing. This is what I learned. This is what I seen on this movie. They start developing. Now their brain is starting to be altered by what they see. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Premature exposure to sexual behavior can also occur in person during childhood as a natural part of development. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, whether or not it's problematic depends on the degree and frequency the behavior occurs.
Go ahead. Hold up. Go down. Okay, yeah. Let's go over this. Sexual curious childhood behaviors.
Sexually curious childhood behaviors. Masturbation or touching genitals in public.
You shouldn't be touching yourself. Nobody should be touching you. You shouldn't be letting no one touch you, and you shouldn't be touching nobody else. Right. Go ahead.
In public or private.
In public or private. Go ahead.
Showing or being exposed to another person's genitals.
Showing or being exposed to another person's nakedness. Watch the next one.
Trying to see adults or peers naked.
That's the one. That's the one where we don't really see the emphasis of how detrimental this is, especially those with a lot of kids. Are your kids walking in on each other in the bathroom? See, we don't like to talk about that. Are your kids looking at each other naked? Do they knock before they go into the bathroom? I had to get on my kids about that. You knock before you go into that bathroom. Your sister's in there. Your brother's in there. That's inappropriate. I ain't having that here. That's not of God. Are we doing that? Or do we think it's all cute? I'm a beige you while the other kids are in the same. Nah, man, we ain't with that, man. We ain't with that. Go ahead, read on.
The above are generally considered healthy behaviors unless they are frequently disruptive to others.
They not healthy. Go ahead. All right, hey, we're gonna have to cut it short. We'll come back and we'll start on part 2. We'll start on this article. I got so much more, man. Good God Almighty. Yeah,
you still got a lot of videos to go through.
Still got a lot of videos, a lot of scriptures. We didn't even get to the proper way, according to God, of what our heritage is on raising our daughters. We didn't even get on that. Right now, we went over the heritage that we lost and what we are adopting as heritage today.
The negative effects of the culture we've
adopted. So Lord's will, next time we'll go over. We got a lot more to get into. So all right, y'all, we gonna cut it short. Well, not short. It's already an hour and 40 minutes. We'll be back on. We'll do part 2 next week. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned for part 2 next week. To my left,
Officer Dunn.
To my right,
Officer Nahasa.
With that we say
Shalom.
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word